This is Spotlight TV, and I am Christian Lestat. For the people at home, who are we here with today?
Constance Johnson.
So, what's going on in your life?
What's been going on in my life? Life is good. I had a beautiful baby girl, Delonra, and she is 5.5 months old now. Unfortunately, I picked Safe Haven Christian Daycare Center as the place to take care of my child while I was returning to work. This is the scene that I walked in on January 10th, about 10 o'clock in the morning, when I returned back to the daycare after picking up extra Lysol spray that they were out of when I dropped her off. Now, when I entered the room of Safe Haven Christian Daycare, the worker in the nursery had my daughter in this exact chair. This is her bright morning start chair that I put her in. As you can see in the front, the chair vibrates, and it also plays its own music, so there's no need for anyone to assist it. But instead of vibrating and playing music, this worker had my daughter in her chair, and she was violently bouncing the chair like this with this exact blanket. I'm using a teddy bear here as a prop for Delonra. Delonra's 20 pounds, so she's a bit heavier than a bear. And she had the blanket over my daughter's face with just my daughter's feet sticking out while she violently bounced the chair like this. Obviously, it's a parent's nightmare to walk in while your child's being viciously assaulted. I did the first thing that any parent would have did, which is yell, "What are you doing? Stop." I ran across the room. I grabbed the blanket like this off of her face. My daughter was gasping for air. Her face was red. Her ears were purple. I then took her out of the seat, which clips, so she was buckled in. Delonra's not crawling or walking, so everywhere she is, someone has to put her. I took her out of the seat. I held her. The daycare worker who had been sitting on the floor with her scurried off to the side and was saying that she was doing that because Delonra had been crying. I dropped Delonra off less than half an hour prior to me coming back to drop off the Lysol spray. So there was really no need for her to be trying to make her go to sleep or viciously attacking her or suffocating her with her own baby blanket. Obviously, the ruckus caused a lot of other workers to come running inside. The workers witnessed this specific nursery worker. I won't name names because there is an open investigation with the Erie City Police, with CYS, and with the Regional Office of Daycare Licensing right now. But she was nervous. She was apologizing for what she did. She was giving me a lot of excuses as to why she had been viciously rocking my daughter in her chair with a blanket over her face. I then called the police because they were trying to actually make me leave the daycare at that time, and I said I'm not leaving because I just witnessed my child being assaulted. So I called the police, and Corporal Keith Fries is the one who responded to the incident. He came to the daycare, he spoke with me in the office, and then he said he was going to question the other workers. I told him everything that I just told you, and a little bit more about previous things that I was concerned about concerning my child in this daycare. Safe Haven Christian Daycare was recommended to me by a family member. I'm not sure exactly why this Safe Haven daycare worker did this to my daughter, but what I am sure of is that it's abuse, and I don't want it to happen to anyone else. When I left the daycare, obviously I took my child to Bayside Family Medical, to her doctor, so that she could be thoroughly checked out for other damages that could have happened. A lot of things happen to infants, like SIDS, shaken baby syndrome, and different repercussions that could have lasted and not had an effect on her immediately, but later on. Then I reported it. Reported it to Childline, and I spoke with the regional office in Pittsburgh for daycare licensing. What disturbs me the most right now is the fact that when I left the daycare, when I left Safe Haven Christian Daycare, the worker who attacked my daughter was still in the nursery with at least 8 to 10 other children. The very next day, the worker who had attacked my daughter at Safe Haven Christian Daycare was still working, and she's working till this day, although there's an open investigation with Erie City Police and CYS for Erie County. I don't know what else I can say on top of that, other than my family is outraged. I'm outraged. Other parents need to be concerned and outraged. We cannot prevent ourselves from going to work. Everyone has to earn a living. Unfortunately, if you don't have family members that don't work and can watch your children, we have to rely on places like Safe Haven Christian Daycare to take care of our children while we aren't there. And unfortunately, Safe Haven was not a safe haven for my child.
Listen here, sport. You want a videotape? I'll take your camera. Put that on. Listen here, sport. You want a videotape? I'll take your camera. Put that on. Listen here, sport. You want a videotape? I'll take your camera. Put that on.
I guarantee you that. Christian Lestat here.
Sorry, am I in your way? No. Go that way. Go that way.
Well, I have to go that way.
Yes, you have to go that way. I'm telling you on camera, you have to go that way.
Why is that?
Start walking or you're going to get locked up.
Is there a law that says I have to go that way?
I'm going to count to 2. I don't care about a camera. Cameras mean nothing to me. I'm going to count to 2.
Okay.
Start walking. 1, 2, keep going. See ya.
Have a good day, sir.
Yep.